it says I'm live. Hey everybody, this is Dave from Geek Out Loud, and today I just wanted to test out this live stream option. I probably won't get any viewers doing this, but if I do, that'd be kind of cool. So just what I thought I would do is dug out some of my old comics. I've been really following the whole ComicsGate thing lately. It's been kind of cool. It's got me excited about comics again with creators like Ethan Van Sciver and those guys publishing their own comics and stuff. But it's also a bittersweet thing because you ever go to a comic store nowadays and it's just full of lame stuff. I go to a comic shop nowadays. I just go to the back issues and dig through there. But yeah, here's some of my old comics I mostly collected in the 90s. I was a huge X-Men fan, especially the Jim Lee era. Jim Lee is probably historically my favorite artist. That's not to say that he's like the best artist out there, but you know, it's all subjective. But he was always my favorite. We got some XMen, which was the second X-Men book that was started by Jim Lee. Actually, X-Men #1 was like, I think it's to this day the highest selling book of all time, but do I have any of that? Some of that. Got some Onslaught. I don't know if anybody remembers the Onslaught story. That was a pretty big event in the whole Marvel universe where the entire idea was, what if Professor X was a villain? And if he was a villain, he basically took the entire Marvel universe all of Earth's heroes anyways, X-Men and Avengers combined to stop him. That's how powerful Professor X is. What is this? This is like a free comic book day one, isn't it? Oh, maybe. Here's some more. There's more later 90s X-Men. This is kind of soon after the Joe Madureira run, if I remember correctly. There's Andy Kubert. He was kind of like Jim Lee light. He took over, I think, after Jim Lee left Uncanny X-Men, because their style was similar. Oh, I had a viewer. Oh, but he left. Yeah. Anyways, these are the days when, you know, comic books were cool. The artwork was cool, and it wasn't all about SJW garbage. I don't know if any of my followers or people would watch my videos. What the hell is it? I was looking through some of my old stuff. I had this Wizard magazine from back in 2005. That's the 90s for you there. Oh, there's Black Panther. This Wizard magazine, I don't know if I can find it, but it had a little section of the top 10 artists of the day. And of course I had Ethan Van Sciver there as one of them. What the hell was that? Probably no one's going to watch this. I'm going to end up deleting it, but it's just a nice little test for this live stream thing. Wizard magazine. Those are the days, man. Frank Cho covers. Frank Cho, he's great, and the great thing about Frank Cho is he doesn't bow down to the SJWs. He likes to make fun of them. Where is he? There he is. Ethan Van Sciver was number 5 hot artist. Of course, Jim Lee was number 1. He's the best. But there he is. That's kind of funny. I wasn't really aware of him back in those days. This was 2005. I was never much into Green Lantern. But yeah, this is kind of a boring thing. I'm probably going to delete this. Don't have enough subscribers yet to justify doing live streams, I guess. Just pre-record videos from now on. Ecstatics, that's Mike Allred. But I've always been, as far as comics go, I've always been artist, a follower of different artists. I mean, really, it's the art that sells the books. For better or for worse, that's how it goes. And I mean, if you ask me, at least 50% of the storytelling is done by the artwork. So if you have a crappy artist, I mean, you can have a great writer and still have a crappy book. How does this even work? Is there even a... Some messages, such as potential spin, may not be visible. Hey, someone... My one viewer who was here said Cecil is love. I love Cecil. Cecil is great. I don't know if anybody follows ComicsGate, but there's a channel called Cecil is DICK in comics. And he represents the SJW point of view, but he's hilarious. Half of the fun of his channel is trying to figure out whether or not he's a parody or a real person. I think he's a little of both, and that's why it's so hard to figure out what he is, to nail him down. Some cable comics, but I don't think I've laughed as hard as I have on many videos as I have on some of Cecil's videos. He's great. I wish I had the guts to do his style of reviews where he shreds the losing comic. There's Maggot. He was a fun character for like 1 or 2 issues, and then they like redesigned him to be like this skinny dude. There we go. There's Joe Bira. That was a great run on XMen, and then he moved on to do Battle Chasers, which was really cool and fun, but kind of a flop because they were so bad with the deadlines. They never met the deadlines. There's Gambit's greatest secret revealed. That's where they reveal that he was a part of the mutant massacre. Rogue. Yeah, that's Pachalo. Chris Pachalo. Pacheco. Madureira. Lots of Latin names during that era. There's Maggot and Cecilia Reyes. She's actually going to be in the new What the heck's it called? The New Mutants movie? Is it New Mutants or yeah, New Mutants? The one that's supposed to be like a horror movie. I guess they got her because she's like a nurse or something. There's Marrow. They tried to pump her up during that era. It's like this tormented ex-Morlock who had a crush on Angel. But she was kind of propped up because she represented kind of like the freak mutants. Operation Zero Tolerance, that was post XMen Annual. XMen Annual. Oh, there's XMen. Oh, no, that's number 2. XMen number 3. Oh, there's XMen number 1. I think I just have the Magneto cover. There's like 5 or 6 different covers. For this. So even though it's sold the most copies, it's easy to, there's 8 million or more copies of it out there, so I don't know if it's worth very much. Probably not. Not many of my comics are worth much when it comes to collecting, but they're just fun to have. Anyway, yeah, I rented Tomb Raider with the bread box. Give it a try. It seemed like a wasted opportunity to reboot the Tomb Raider franchise. I don't know why they picked Alicia Vikander, maybe because she's kind of popular nowadays. If you ask me, they should have cast Gemma Arterton. She might know her from Casino Royale or what's that dumb movie that came out? Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. But I mean, that's not her best movie. She's actually a good actress, but she's a good actress, and she also has the look, I think, of Lara Croft. Especially if you're going for the reinvented Lara Croft from the new video game series. I think Gemma Arterton would have been a great choice for that. Alicia Vikander, she's all right, but she doesn't really look much like Lara Croft, even the new version of her. But we'll see how this is. Apparently, it's an okay movie. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see if this video even gets any views or not. If not, I might just delete it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Cecil. Maybe I need to do some sort of shtick like Cecil does. It'd be fun. Alright, that's it for me. I'm out.